morning, Kendall kids, and welcome to your Monday, November 9th. To let you guys know something important this day in history, this was actually the first flight of the Saturn V rocket, the unmanned flight into low Earth orbit. And it was a monumental step for space exploration. And to kind of put that in perspective, it actually still to this day is the only rocket to bring a human payload to the moon. And it actually is incredibly powerful. The majority of the rocket is basically just fuel. If you look at the kind of schematic here, only the very end of the rocket is where the astronauts are. And it kind of blew off in three stages where just more and more fuel was being expended to get it up as high as it was. It's really an incredible machine still to this day, and it was built way back in 1967 is when that flight occurred. So it's pretty cool to think about how that was possible at that time. And to point out that just that very, very nose cone is what the astronauts used to come back to Earth. So pretty incredible to think about basically being strapped to the very tip of the world's largest and most powerful rocket. And I can imagine those are some pretty brave individuals who've taken on that task. The other thing to point out is that if you've ever questioned math class and how important it is to you, well, these were the computers of the day that they used to launch this rocket and to launch those astronauts into space. So to think about the fact that actually the mathematics that people were using in their own heads and on paper were really what they were checking the work with and doing a lot of those calculations with. So if you ever wondered about how valuable math class is, it really pays to pay attention. People were put on the moon with math they did on paper. So anyways, so kids, I know I've talked a whole bunch about the universe and about space, but I just think it's a really beautiful thing to see all the order and the chaos out there and just how absolutely stunning do you guys notice something kind of funny about this image here? Computer, can we enhance sector 2.5 here? Thank you. And can we enhance the resolution, please? Oh my gosh. It's an unidentified flying Watson, kids. Actually, the reason I bring this up is that it happens to be Mr. Watson's birthday. So happy birthday to Mr. Watson. I hope you guys all get a chance to give him an elbow bump in the hallway and say happy birthday to him. And with that being said, let's put our hands over our hearts, find the flag in the room, and please rise for the flag salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please be seated. Okay, Kendall kids, let's talk about food. Well, we have on the menu today a tuna sandwich, along with a toasted cheese sandwich, soup, California blend of vegetables, mixed fruit, and milk right here. So, also talking about what's going on out there, the weather. We have absolutely gorgeous weather today. A high, it said last evening when I downloaded this image, high of 66, low of 54. That has actually changed. We're looking at getting up into the low, even potentially the mid-70s today. And tomorrow it's looking like we'll get all the way up into the mid to upper 70s. So it is going to really feel like summer tomorrow. But then we're going to get that temperature drop. But guess what? It won't be nearly as bad as we originally thought. And just to let you know, all of these temperatures should be adjusted up about 3 degrees. We're looking at Wednesday, more of a high of 65. There will definitely be a good chance of rain coming through as that low pressure front moves through. And then on Thursday, we're only going to drop to kind of like the low to mid 50s. So it's going to feel still unseasonably warm for the time of year, but it will definitely be colder than it has been previously. So definitely get outside. Enjoy that sun, enjoy that weather. Beg your teachers to do some outdoor classroom time, but, understand that they do make the rules. Anyways, that Kendall mission statement. The mission of the Kendall Central School District to provide the knowledge, skills, values, and attitudes needed by students to live responsibly and to compete successfully in today's and tomorrow's world. Well, I hope you guys have a marvelous Monday. Enjoy that beautiful weather, and remember to stay colorful, Kendall.